What you know about my son?
He went and slid on them kids, man, and he got hit up.
Oh, Day. Nigga, I need you to handle that shit. You feel me? Rob. Leave, motherfucker.
Real story, y'all, man. So he actually went around the corner, and Rob actually let me hit him up.
Handle that shit, man.
No, I did.
You handle that shit, nigga.
I will.
Fucking around with me, nigga. You get my motherfucking nephew. What's Rob at? Where's Rob at?
Put your ear to the street and you can hear my heartbeat. Shout out to all my cones that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to all my G's falling victim to the street. I keep my ear to the ground to hear your heartbeat. Put your ear to the street and you can hear my heartbeat. Shout out to all my cones that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to all my G's falling victim to the street. I keep my ear to the ground to hear your heartbeat. I done came from the bottom. Tell my niggas I got him. R.I.P. my big brother and the nigga who shot him. Real niggas about him, real figures around him. This is for my lifers, but real killers around them, cooking in the sink like stoves. Niggas get nasty, better keep your socks on the phone. Came from the project, sleeping on the floor. Is that the landlord again, beating on the door? Mama Bell said she couldn't take it no more. Took us at 3 in the morning like a plane for a tow. But I love how I live my life. Shit, I done did it twice. Lost my brother, lost my man. Damn, I even lost Christ. Put your ear to the street and you can hear my heartbeat. Shout out to all my codes that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to...
Yo, niggas just slid on me over on the corner, dog. We gotta go see about that, bro. We gotta go do this shit right now, man. Let's go grab the post, bro. Let's slide them.
Shout out to all my codes that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to all my G's falling victim to the street. I keep my ear to the ground to hear your heartbeat.
Handle that shit, man.
No, I did.
You handle that shit, nigga.
I will.
Fucking around with me, nigga. You get my motherfucking nephew. What's Rob at? Where's Rob at?
Lost my mind a few times, had me breaking apart. You know my brother died, but money was buried in a box. This is realness, I ain't trying to race with the charts. This is ventilation for me, I'm just trying to be smart. See some people live fast, then fall by the wayside. Every day promise, you should never ever waste time. I speak my soul through this music in the bass line. Music been my best friend ever since the age of time. Mama wasn't there, she was scared of daddy and his baby 9. Both tucked in the dope, sleep lying, they baby crying. Now how I acted as a young man, 13 with a gun fetish, I was young dead. Put your ear to the street and you can hear my heartbeat. Shout out to all my codes that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to all my G's falling victim to the street. I keep my ear to the ground to hear your heartbeat. Put your ear to the street and you can hear my heartbeat. Shout out to all my codes that keep it concrete. R.I.P. to all my G's falling victim to the street. I keep my ear to the ground to hear your heartbeat.
Man, my boy Rain. Rain's waiting on Rain right now, but it's all good. You can take your time, brother. You're co-hosting with me for here on out for a while. Good to have a local. Actually, he's a fucking go-getter. Ain't scared to fucking death. Far from it. And good man too. Tank Davis, man, you gotta get back in that gym. Gotta get back in that gym, Tank Davis. Oh, here we go. Let me wait a second here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh. Okay. There we go. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Everybody. It's hump day. Wu-Tang Wednesday. Wu-Tang's going on a final chamber tour. I think they're making an album from what I remember what RZA said. I don't know. I've seen him on a few recent videos. RZA did change the game because I've been around since the late 70s when I was breakdancing, for Christ's sakes. He changed the game, but 80s rap was fucking dope too. Late 80s rap. Early rap, we'll talk music, we'll talk fights, state of boxing. My boxing picks, 5 out of 7 last week. My friend Travis Demko lost. Topology had a typo. It's all good. It wasn't their fault. But I know my friend Travis. He's like, dude, I'm going right back to the gym. You know what? He has to fucking work too. I don't like making excuses, and I know he doesn't either. But I know it's really tough when you got to work every day to fight, and he fights at a high level. Honestly, you got to eat, sleep, and breathe that shit. And I know he does, but he still has to go to work. So when he doesn't have to go to work no more, which I'm working on for him, I'm working on that for him, then you're gonna see a almost unbeatable kid like that. That's how good he is, and that's how tough he is. He's really tough. And skilled. Really good boxer. Wrestled very well too. So, you know, he'll be fine. I get him with me training. It's the first, that video I was just up. That's Rain. That's my the coast. And I'm gonna get this studio's gonna look different next week. I mean this week, I'm sorry, this week. So I'll bring this down. Here we go. Let me make sure. All right, yep. Boom. All right, there we go. My picks. Let me see. So Davis versus Roach, 5 out of 7. And that's only because I took Tank Davis. And not that I know Roach is tough. They fought in the amateurs. You know, Roach is really tough. He didn't let nothing bother him. And, you know, I've seen people take a knee before, but protect yourself at all times. You know what I mean? So, you know, if they take this, they give Tank an L. I don't think they should, because they should have did it right there. You know what I mean? Like right after or whatever. And they do got to fucking, I don't know if they implemented it yet, but they do have a playback. You know, they could review, just like NFL does. You know, and hockey does sometimes. See if it goes over the fucking goal line. You know what I mean? But I told everyone I had a feeling Russell was going to win this fight. I was right, but you know, it kind of went to a decision. I don't like decisions, just like the draw here. Hey, Lamont Roach, good job. And you know what, kid? It's a win-win for you. Now, this is what people don't understand. Gervonta Davis gave him this fight. You know what I mean? Because they're both from Maryland, Baltimore, right? He wants to hook up his dude with a good payday. You know what I mean? And he earned that payday. He fought very fucking good. I've never seen Tank. Usually, you know, slow starter, but he figures people out within 10 rounds, 9 rounds, 8 rounds, 7 rounds. All depends. You know what I mean? He's had a lot of people say he ducks a lot. He don't duck nobody. But that's what people are going to think, you know. No fighters are ducking nobody. There's just too many cooks in the kitchen. Way too many. All right, let me see. Okay, I already know this. Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia. He beat 2 Garcias in a year. See, 2022, right? Left uppercut, straight left to the body. Injury, retirement. At the Garcia. Romero. Everyone said these guys were going to beat him. Everybody said these guys are going to beat him right there. What the fuck happened? Oh, my Lord. You gotta be kidding me. Let me see if I need a battery, I think. There we go. Alright, I got plenty of batteries. Just gonna fucking throw it in there. This fucking mouse. I should have smashed this fucking thing too. I should have smashed this one too. Oh, there we go. No. Brand new fucking batteries too. You gotta be dicking. I can't be shitting me, man. Alright, there we go. Now I'll just use this. It's all good. Alright, we're good. No. Alright, there we go. I can do this. Let's see something. Alright. No, I don't want to stop the screen. I don't want to stop the screen. There we go. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this thing, man? The computer people. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't believe this thing ain't working right now. No. Oh, here we go. It's working. Oh, fucking standing. Thank you. Oh, fuck. That's it's all right. Let me just do this. Boom. All right, it works. That's next. I gotta get a fucking mouse because this one don't work that great. So 5 out of 7. Self-defense for teens. How teens become leaders. Help your team grow strong focus. My kids are fucking both very focused and confident. They're not kids no more. My daughter is almost a black belt. She's walking around karate. Like my son, top 75 fucking basketball plays in New England 3 years ago. So I'm not worried about my kids. They can handle themselves. Yeah, so Lamont Roach Jr., good job, man. I think we're going to get Tank and Shakur Stevens next, and then Lamont Roach will definitely get his rematch. And he deserves one. And Tank gets back into the fucking the gym. He said he's going to fight like 4 more fights, I guess. Let me see. This is what I just want to see something here because I already been watching Tank for a long, long time. But I just want to see like why people think he ducks people. Desi Williams, Jacob, no, I don't think he is. Yeah, all right, good all. Hector Lopez, yeah. Alberto Mora, yeah. Cristobal Cruz, Luis Sanchez, yeah. Yeah. Liam Walsh, Pedraja. Pedraja's fucking really good. Was Fonseca, Ruiz, Nunez, Gamboa. Everyone thought he was going to lose that one too. Leo Santa Cruz, Barrios, Isaac Cruz. I don't know. These guys are all fucking savages. I don't know what people are fucking thinking. Romero, Hector Garcia is pretty tough. Ryan Garcia, he's got a good left hook. Tough kid. Frank Mountain's a tough kid. Romero's a tough kid. He fights this weekend, I think. Yeah, Mayweather Promotions. Solomon, Taylor, Vasquez. Wow, I'm looking at some of these cards. Mayweather, Alberto, yep. Mayweather, McGregor. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was on the Mayweather McGregor card. That's right. Liam Walsh, Ruiz and Davis. Davis Nunez. Yeah. Then it was all main events. Hey, what are you going to do? Why did this fight get fucking canceled? I forgot why it got canceled. Why did this get canceled? I forget why. Let me see why. I forgot. Disappointing opponent in comparison to the Loma Talks. I don't want to put anybody's up there. The game of 64 bets. Oh, here you go, brother, because at this point, opponent in comparison in the Loma talks, he'll take a place. However, Roach is no bum. No, he is not. So you were right. Much better opponent than mine. I agree, dude. My main concern is Roach coming up in weight, but Hector made it fine and before twice. Exactly, he did. Will probably be the co-main and Charlo versus Cliff Lake. Lamont is highly disappointed. No defending that one after Charlo's so-called comeback fight after a second 2.5-year layoff. He returns in another comeback fight more than a year later. It seems like this fight will be super metal. Looks like he can't make 168 more, meaning, that happens with fighters because they grow into their bodies when they get a little bit older. You know what I mean? They just get a little bit bigger. It gets harder to cut that weight. The Figueroa and Fulton, like Alex Presh, he should be fighting at heavyweight. To be honest, he's a big boy. You know what I mean? I can't wait for fucking Pereira versus Ankalaev but boxing is my first love since 9 years old, 9 years old, late 70s. Man, makeup. What if they do? Upsets. Yeah, I forget why this is. I forget. Someone wants to tell me and remind me. I appreciate it. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know where my buddy is. You know what? Let me send him another link. It's not his fault because okay. Here we go. Here we go. Send it again. He might be still on. I know he ain't scared. Yeah, Lamont Roach had a good fight, though. He did fight good. And I said I had a gut feeling Gary Russell was going to win. I was right about that. 5 or 7. What was that? What, 80%? Fighters get civilized. That's what happens, man. It happens all the time, man. That's why legacy is so important. What the fuck? It's out of there now. 5 or 7. 332nd place out of 700 and something. One perfect. All right, so yeah, Tank. I had Tank within I think I was saying 9 rounds or 10 rounds. Would I have him? Yeah, 9 rounds. I was wrong. First time with Tank. I don't think Tank took it so seriously, though, honestly. I bet he's back in the gym this week. If not, this week coming up, he'll be back in the gym. Puello beat Sandor Martin. I kind of thought that was going to happen, but decisions, I don't like decisions, but sometimes it happens. Tellez defeats Julian Williams. 12-round decision. Had that one right too. heard he's got a fight coming up with somebody. Maybe he might not get that fight now. I don't know. Or maybe it's already signed. I don't know. But I thought he would do well versus Johan Gonzalez. So I just get back in the gym, dude. Dyeing the hair never does nothing for nobody. I wish people would just realize that you are who you are, man. And, you know, every fighter should get their respect for going in there and fucking fighting. You know what I mean? Honestly. Give them their respect. They deserve it. Fleming Jr. defeats Jervis, the Tiger. You take up my buddy Gary, the Tiger Boletto's fucking AKA, bro. Prayers for my man Gary, Tiger Boletto from RI Eagles Gym. Salute, brother. I hope you're feeling well, brother. You look like you're talking a lot better and everything now, so it's good. I'll have you on sometime, Gary. King of Low Seat, Lieutenant, 8-round decision. I had that decision, so yeah, the fights I picked, yeah, boom, 21, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5-2, one perfect, 275 points. So yeah, my boxing picks are pretty up to par all the time. Not bad at all. Let's see something. Okay. I smashed this fuck. My fucking, there's a new fucking setup now. Here we go. There'll be a new setup this week too. Let's see, yeah. There we go. I want to see, goddamn, what a fucking good card 313 is. And we got some good boxing too, actually. I'm optimistic with Turkey and Ella Sheik and Dana White. I'm optimistic. We get the best fight, the best again. That's the way it was, 70s, 80s, and 90s prior. And prior to those years, those decades, I mean. So, you know, I think it'll work out good. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This fight is just bananas, right? And then you got this fight. Fazeev, he hasn't been in the fucking octagon for 2 years. But I know this guy can fucking fight. We all know what Justin Gaethje does. He's an animal. Jalen Turner, I heard Jalen Turner's out of this fight. I don't know. That's just someone trolling. Or I've seen it more than once, though. I've seen it a couple times, but maybe I'm wrong. I still got a lot of research to do for Savage Egg Picks Friday. So I know I've watched all these people fight since '93. I've been watching since '79. I've been watching boxing, like young, really young. You know, this fight for some reason, I'm fucking favoring Lemos in this one. Maybe I'm leaning Lemos. I'm definitely leaning Gaethje. I'm definitely leaning Pereira. Everyone says Pereira can't grapple, can't do shit. Well, he's been grappling with fucking Glover Teixeira for fucking 5+ years. He's grappling with him in the snow the other day in Connecticut. I think people are making mistakes about Pereira. He don't have no. He's fucking really good too. Like, he deserves this fight. Don't get me wrong. definitely won, no doubt. But Pereira, it's the kickboxing style, not to keep your hands up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Muay Thai. They don't keep their hands up like this, you know, like this and like this. You know what I mean? Everything's a counter. You know what I mean? With a kick or an elbow or, you know, vertical elbows or punches. You know what I mean? But it's a different style. That's why, you know, he does what he does. But he keeps. It's like Muhammad Ali, basically. You know, pulls back, doesn't keep his chin way up in the air. Unlike some other fight, you know, mixed martial arts, so even some boxers do that too. It's not a good practice. Not a good practice at all. 12-2. It's amazing how quick Pereira's. Me and Jay and Ken, we were all talking about this fucking 5 years ago when we heard he was coming. And we were like, man, we knew Yeri was going to do good coming from Risen. We knew Pereira was going to do good coming from Glory. You know what I mean? We kind of had a good idea, you know, if he touches you, you know. And you know what? People don't even see his flying knees. All they say is a left hook, left hook. That's bullshit. He's got a lot more than left hooks. He's got head kicks. He's got everything. He just doesn't use everything because he doesn't want you to see it. Okay, brother. Thanks, man. GLO, my brother. Me and Rain broke bread before. He was actually on a song on my second album, you know what I mean, on a track. But me and Rain are cool, you know what I mean? He's a good man, good man. I don't say that about many people, you know what I mean, unless they're really good men. He's a good man. That was him at the beginning of the stream. That's his video. He's working on another album. He's working on my album with me, you know. We'll get... Me, him, Boston Strangler. I promised him. I hope he jumps on it. And two guys from Cambridge, if they want to jump on it, they're more than welcome to. I let the DM a couple months ago for one of them to let the other one know. So they're both capable. You know what I mean? I want to bring people in on this album that actually live the life, you know what I mean? Because I live that life, you know what I mean? And give my producer a lot of credit. He did a great job. And he did say, Bob, you know, you live this life, these guys didn't, you know. But me, I'm a loyal person. I can't take people off the album after they worked. You know, they came in the studio with me every fucking week for a year or two, whatever the fuck it was, right? Almost, yeah, every weekend after work, you know, I'd go in there for a Friday night or a Saturday fucking morning or a Saturday night and put in 8, 6, 12 hours, come up with 2, 3 demos, sometimes 1 or 2, you know. But yeah, had a good time. Learned a lot about, you know, producing, you know, beats and shit. Like I know music so well. I'm not just an MC. I can play bass. I can play guitar. I can fucking sing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do an acoustic album for my 4th album after I get, you know, Things LLC this month and get them running really well. I'm going to have content coming out for edible mushrooms and fucking microgreens and new strains of cannabis and shit. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming out, man. All the people that have been with me since day one and the new subscribers too, you're all going to fucking enjoy. I'm going to teach you how to make money legally. I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way too. Like a lot of these college kids have no idea. If you're a fucking savage in this fucking day and age, legal fucking business is so easy. I got a fucking associates in business management. It's just fucking easy. It's really easy. It's just working smart or not. I gotta find out if Jalen Turner's fucking fighting or not. I'm trying to find out. This is gonna be a good fight. If he's still on, yeah, if he's still on this fight, it's gonna be good. This kid could fight. He's long. He's got the same fucking reach as I always said Jalen Turner was like a lightweight fucking John Jones. You know what I mean? This last fight he had, Moncano finished. He just didn't fucking finish him. Didn't drop on the fucking ground with hammer fists, you know? But, oh shit, they're gonna be fucking arguing. Dan Hooker. Yeah, that fight, Jalen Turner, right? Everybody knows this, right? I'm sure you watched it. Dan Hooker with a fucking head kick. Dan Hooker's so fucking tough. He's a tough kid, man. He really is. Gamrot, lost to Gamrot. I mean, split decision. Split decision with Hooker. Ground and pound. Moicano. Brad Riddell. Well, you heard Trevor Whitman if you follow Gaethje. Trevor Whitman, you know, all these guys say they want to fight Gaethje. Faziz's the only one that fucking said yes. And I wouldn't fight Gaethje either without a fight camp. But here's the thing, right? I say this to pros all the time. If you're not in camp, right, run 3 days a week. Do some body weight exercise and just do some fundamentals and fucking and shadow box. You know what I mean? So when you get a fight on quick notice, you know, he's had 2 years to think of the loss versus Gaethje. You know what I mean? Fiziev. So hey, you know, he's Max Holloway. But Gamrot, leg injury, you know, his knee. Yeah. 5 months ago. It's almost 2 years. But it's been 2 years since this Gaethje fight was a good fight. And Gaethje with the jab, that jab. This kid's a fucking tough kid. He fucking trains in Muay Thai in Thailand fucking 3 times a day. You know what I mean? This is why I'll be in fucking Thailand 3 to 6 months out of every year, starting fucking next year. I'll be there every 3 to 6 months and I'll be back in America for 6 to 9 months. I'll come back every month for payroll and things like that because I'm taking over the whole East Coast. The whole East Coast, not just the Northeast, the whole East. With Northeast Organics, you know. This fight is like a 50-50 fight right there. This is a tough fight to pick right there. 14, you know, I don't care where you're from. If you're elite, right? Like Inoue, I always take Inoue because I know how elite he is. You know what I mean? But if I see like Tank Davis fucking training really fucking hard, I would take him over Inoue. I think if Tank Davis really does what he says he's going to do, get back in the gym right away and shit, all that shit, then I believe him. A lot of haters out there. Like Lamont Roach said, he says nothing but respect because, you know, he gave me the chance. He gave me the fight. He didn't have to. You know, give Tank a little bit of fucking credit, man. And not only that, he's been knocking people out since he's 7 years old. Even prior to that, before he even boxed, he was knocking people out. Roofy, this kid, the fighting nerds, man. I like this team, man. Fighting nerds. I remember the first time Caillou fought after 2 Dana White contender series. I remember he just he's fucking really good. And they all got picked on when they were younger. That definitely does something. Roofy got a 4 fucking inch reach, man, on this fight right there. And I like fucking Bobby Green, King Green, you know, plus 420. Here you go, homie. You know, I hope you do well, King Green. I want to see you do well, Bobby. Okay. You're good, brother. Okay, bro. Yeah, Pimblett. I wonder if Pimblett's gonna make a run in the lightweight division. I wonder if he's good enough to. I wonder if he's good enough. Putin greets Russian president. Okay. Oh, there's my boy. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't even hear you jumping, bro. I'll get you in here, brother. Hold on. I got you, brother. I got you, brother. I got you, bro. Let me get rid of this, bro. Bring you in. But good to see you, brother. Hold on one second. Let me get this brother first. Hey, brother.
What's
What's
going on?
happening?
Can you
What's
hear
up,
me?
my
Can you
man?
hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good, brother. You're good. Don't worry about nothing, man. I got you.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Huh, brother?
No,
Do
I'm
you
just
see the
making sure
smoke?
yeah, I can see the
No,
smoke.
go ahead. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. Don't worry
You
about
can hear me just fine though?
Yeah, your volume's good, bro.
All right,
Your
all
volume's
right, all
good.
right.
Your volume's
Yeah.
good, bro. We'll get you nice and hooked up, bro. We'll get you nice and
Perfect.
hooked up.
Good
You know what I
evening.
mean, bro?
Good evening. Yes, sir.
I played your
Happy New Year.
video, your most recent video, bro, at the beginning, just and people
Man.
have they talked to you before. People watch, and a lot of people watch later too. So it's good that you're showing up, bro, because it just we talked about this, bro.
Yeah, for a little while we've been cooking up, man. For a little while.
How
So
you
I'm
doing,
happy
brother?
to be here, man. I'm happy to be here.
I'm
Just
happy to have you,
celebrated
brother.
my anniversary. Right
Oh,
after.
your anniversary with your woman?
Yes, my wife, man. My wife for 3 years.
Me and mine was how long? Say that again.
3 years. Three solid ones.
Congratulations, brother. Listen, most
Appreciate
people
it.
don't make it a year or two. Me and my wife
No,
just had 33 years the 20th Friday.
oh
It
man,
was
congrats.
33 years.
That's yeah. I'm gonna get to those numbers. It's not done these days, but we're gonna get there.
That's all right. That's all right, bro. Dude, I didn't
Yeah.
marry her till 9 years in, but I should have married her earlier. Dude, so you got married on the 5th of
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no. It was actually on the 22nd.
Okay. All right.
22nd
See,
of
I
February.
started going out with my wife, like just going out with her on the February 29th, which was a leap year. You know what I mean? So we got married on March 3rd. So we're just like, we'll just do the anniversary then. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, for sure.
it's funny. It's funny when, decades go by and 2 kids and they're both grown up. Like it's funny, bro. But most people don't even make it a year these days, Rain. So just fucking congratulations to you and your woman, and God love your kids and prayers. You've come a long way, my man. You've come a long way, bro.
Indeed, man. I'm happy to be here, man. So what's going on, man? What's going on over here? What's happening?
What?
I don't want to change any subjects, but what's your
No,
feelings?
go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Do what you want to do,
What's
bro.
your feelings on Javante Tank Davis versus Roach? What was
We
your
were
thoughts
just
on it?
we were just talking. I just had I went 5 out of 7 on my boxing picks on Topology. I was just talking about that card, and you know what? I think Lamont Roach did well. I don't think people realize that Tank Davis didn't have to give him that fight, but they fought in the amateurs. They grew up in Baltimore together, and I think he took him lightly. You know what I mean? And I've seen fucking Mayweather go to a knee. I've seen fucking was it Trinidad or I seen 2 people fall to a knee and the ref take a point. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he kind of should have had a point taken away from him. He kind of got
yeah.
lucky, man.
They took one from Charlo when he fought Canelo.
Who?
You did with one of the Charlo twins when he fought Canelo.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Yeah, he took a knee. Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Like
yeah. He
I
said
was
he
I
had
was thinking. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, please.
Tank said he had grease in his eye.
Yeah, well, he got 2 days probably at his braids, and the shit went into his eyes. And you know what? Lamont Roach should have just attacked.
Yeah,
Protect yourself at all times.
they got a mutual respect for each other, and I think that's why Tank might have held back some.
Absolutely. You're right.
And,
You're right.
and
You're
then
right.
and then also, what was going on with his training camp?
Well, he had another guy in there that's been around for a while around him too. He has like 3 guys he's been around, but the other guy that's been with him since the beginning was there. I don't know. And he did say, it'll be different next camp. And he wanted to go train right away that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said he'd be back in the gym. So, a motivated Tank Davis is, I went through all his fights and stuff because I've been watching him since he was young, just like Inoue, you know what I mean?
Right.
Those special guys, you know what I mean, that you just know are really good. I think if he has I think he took Roach lightly. I really do.
I really do too. And at the end of the day, that when you're a champ, you gotta stay motivated. And I know he's going through some things right now. So, and you can't pull out, so I commend him for going through it. But I'm hearing that they're not gonna do a rematch immediately. He's fighting somebody else.
Well, I think Shakur Stevenson, right? And then Roach. I think that's I think he said he's going to do 4 more fights. You know what I mean? He was talking about retirement and shit. You know what I mean? Before this fight. And I seen a dude from Baltimore do the Maryland DMV area do a thing with him for like an hour podcast. He's a really good dude. You know what I mean? He actually invited him to the fight, gave him tickets to the fight and shit. So, he said, no, he goes, he's people don't realize he's been in the ring since he's 7 years old. It's like Rotang, you know what I mean? Fucking in Muay Thai. Like those guys fight since they're 5, 6, 7 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
People don't realize this stuff.
Because I'm a tank. I'm a tank head.
I'm a Tank fan too, bro. I'm not a fanboy. I respect his skill and where he came from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
His attitude.
Now he's been smart.
We saw him grow up in front of us. I remember him being so immature, even in the ring. Never mind outside the ring with Adrian Broner.
I agree.
Acting like a donkey.
But we all have. We all been immature in our life. So see, I can relate to that. So, that's humility too. A lot of people don't have humility. They can't even admit they were knuckleheads or a cowboy or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You can. That's good. I know you can. So, yeah, I've seen that too, and I've seen him mature over the years too. I've seen him mature. And usually he's fucking with people. You know what I mean? Usually he's getting in people's heads. Like you said, there was mutual respect from both sides. You are right about that.
And then also, he had just bought like a whole block in his old neighborhood. And the very next day, it burnt down. So, not to say, he had excuses.
Trying to help out the community and someone burns it all down. Like, what the fuck?
The next day, it happened. So, between that and, his original corner not being in camp, I feel like he had something else going on. And you could tell, he didn't have that switch on. Even in the conference, like he's like, oh, you brought your mother, like that was his reason for not being.
No, I can't hurt. He said, "No, I can't hurt you."
Yeah, so it's like he had a lot going on, and
he did, and he just did 4 months in up county too. Remember, he did 4 months in county. Remember,
right? And that judge, that's a whole other. But I'm definitely anxious to see a rematch. I want to see him run it back. But he told he told the world that he had another engagement, and I was hearing rumors it was Jake Paul.
He said on that podcast after he retires he'll take fights like Jake Paul because he said I'll fight him at 200 pounds. If he's 200 pounds, I'll fight him at like my walk around weight is which like 165 or 170 or whatever the fuck he walks around at. Tank Davis. But yeah, I think he would hurt Jake Paul really bad.
That
You know,
dude is so small right now. He's walking around at like 130, 135. I think he weighed in at,
Tank Davis.
yeah, I think he weighed in
I
at like
think
what,
Tank Watts run around
132?
once. He gets chubby, dude. He gets
No,
chubby in between.
when he was hanging with Adrian Broner drinking, but he doesn't drink. Ever since he had his daughter, he cut out all the BS.
Yeah,
He's walking
you know
around
what?
there at 135.
That's kind of when I seen the light when my daughter was born 30 years. You know, in October will be 31 years, but
Won't
30
it
years
do it?
ago, yeah.
Won't it do it? It will do it.
A daughter will do it even more than a son. And that, I was lucky enough to have a son 10 and a half years later. You know, maybe it was just preordained, you know, but you know how it is. You just had your wife just had your
My
daughter.
daughter,
You understand.
we go into the hospital and then we come out, go up in the elevator with, a couple of bags, a little bit of luggage, and then come out with a whole human life. It's crazy, man. It really
Dude, did
is.
you cut the umbilical cord and everything?
Of course I did.
Yeah, that's like dude, I was in 38 hours. I'm like, and you know, when I was cutting it, they had to, hit her in the back to get her breathing and stuff. And they were like, push that boy out because she come out head first. She didn't want to know. It's a Catholic thing. She didn't want to know, a boy or a girl. So he's like, the doc's like, push that boy out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a girl came out, it's fucking 11. Fucking,
I tell you,
dude.
Do you remember the weight? Did you say 11? I know you didn't say 11.
12 inches, 12 inches, 11 pounds, 8 ounces, both my daughter and my son.
Different weights. I'll tell you a funny story real quick and we'll get back to the sweet sciences, man. So when my wife was ready to push, so I'm seeing the baby's head, like we're full on labor ready to drop right now, right? So the doctor's right there, my wife's on the side of me, and she's like, do you see it? I'm like, I think so. I either see the head or you missed the spot. My wife laughed so hard she pushed the baby.
That helped, huh? That helped, huh?
Pushed the baby out. The doctor was saying, don't laugh while she's laughing. Next thing you know, my daughter's here.
Oh shit. Did she take the epidural? Or was it quick?
Yeah, we wasn't playing. I mean, she let me put the plan together. So it was like, you know what I mean? We're not spring chickens. We're not doing this, you know what I mean? 24, 38 hours, you know what I mean? So
good
yeah,
job.
Good
job, dude.
The place we went to was beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, bro. And I'm just happy you got to experience that in your life, bro, because it's definitely an eye opener. It gives you a whole different perspective on life. But I can honestly say you had a good fucking spiritual vibe about you in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years or whatever it's been. Somewhere in there you started to see, you know what I mean, the light and shit. I'm proud of you, bro. Like, I just know cowboys I hung with and still ones today that are out there still fucking up. You know what I mean? And it's sad, man. You know what I mean? I'm just glad how far you've come, bro. And you're going to be a great father, dude. You know what I mean? It's enjoy these years, bro. And it doesn't matter. There's independence. So we could talk about this shit and get right back into things. So don't worry about it. Anytime you want to talk about anything, you just do that, dude. Don't worry about it. This is you too. This ain't just me, bro. This is you too. You know what I mean? We talked about this, bro.
Yes, indeed. It's been a long time coming, man. I'm just happy that, like you
I'm happy to have you, brother. I'm always happy to have you, bro.
He just can't win, man. You know what I mean?
Turn your phone up, bro.
If he's getting
Can you hear me?
Technique, it's saying he's running. It's like he can't catch any wins. What you got to say?
Hey, turn your volume. I couldn't hear you. That I don't know what that was. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me see if what were you doing earlier? Because we could hear you really good.
Hello?
I'm gonna send you a microphone. But we could hear you really good earlier. Just all the way up to when you just started talking. I didn't hear anything you said, brother. See if your volume's all the way up. That's all. That's all you gotta do, brother. Is it all the way up? It's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. I can hear you. Yeah. Do you want to plug them into your phone, or do you plug them into your laptop? I mean. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll put my headphones in. All right. That's what it is, bro. That's cool. I got a whole different stuff coming up. My bad, dude. My bad. All right, here we go. Yo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah. My bad, bro. You can't hear me, bro? Hold on. Okay. All right. No, you got to put your headphones on now. That's what it is, bro. Did you have your headphones in earlier? If you don't want to use the headphones, you don't have to. I could take mine off. Now I can hear you better when you have your headphones off. But if you want to put them on, that's fine too. I just got to put mine on. All right. Hold on. How's that? Can you hear better now? Okay, I got you. Let me see what you said there, bro. Okay. All right. Say something, brother.
Roger that.
I can hear you now, bro. Can you hear me?
Let's do it. I can hear you clear.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure. All right, good. We're good, bro. All right, I'm gonna bring up the card. If there's any fights you want to talk about on that card, then we'll go over UFC 313, and then we'll talk some music real quick if you want. We can go through it all. All right, here we go. Hey, main event. Are you looking forward to this? You watch UFC, right?
I'm not so heavy in the UFC. I fell off about 3 years ago.
Okay, Okay, all right, boxing. Okay, more boxing.
I got some favorites, and what's Magnanov? How do you say this man's name?
Oh, Makachev, Islam.
Yeah,
Islam from Khabib.
Yes. I like Pereira. He's a monster.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's fighting Saturday. That's why I was asking. He's fighting Ankalaev Saturday.
Show me.
He's up on the screen, right? Oh no, he's not up on the screen. I'm gonna put it up now. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You're good. So you like Alex Pereira? You like Islam?
Yeah, Adesanya. I was really rocking with him, and especially that fight he had. Whoa, man. He's had a bunch of good fights, but the one that he was like, "I'm willing to die in the ring," and it was one of the most brutal ones.
He said that was versus Gastelum. He goes, I'm ready to die in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Izzy too. A lot of people don't like Izzy. A lot of people more people like him than don't like him. You know what I mean? It's just, I always like Izzy because I know Izzy is elite. I know what Izzy did before he was in the UFC. You know what I mean? So, in everything he said, he always did it, and he always defended his title. You know what I mean? He fought a lot. He wasn't just sitting around taking breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he knew exactly what he needed to do. So he's like, cut from that old cloth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna get nothing out. You're not gonna get nothing out of this. So who else? Like, are you a John Jones fan? Because he's my favorite.
I love Bones, but here's the thing. About Izzy and staying so active, you're giving your recipe out. Obviously people train for their opponent, but when you stay so active, so many people are just looking for telltales and like just peeping your style.
It's Alex Pereira. It's Alex Pereira, brother. Alex Pereira beat him fucking 3 times in glory. I mean, 2 out of 3 in glory, or 3 out of 3 in glory. I actually thought Izzy beat him one time. He got the decision, Pereira. So this is like an ongoing thing since glory kickboxing with Izzy and Pereira. So Pereira seen an interview with Izzy talking shit about him when he was the UFC middleweight champ. He goes, Pereira's going to be out there one day in a bar saying, I beat that guy sometime. And it's almost like the Wilder Tyson Fury thing, almost the same as that thing. They called out the wrong guy. You know what I mean? Because that's why Alex Pereira became a mixed martial arts instead of staying, he was a double champ, middleweight and light heavyweight champ in glory kickboxing.
Yeah, was it kickboxing, right? Yeah,
kickboxing. And kickboxing is no joke. It's like Muay Thai is no joke. You're getting head kick, fucking elbows, fucking knees, everything. You know what I mean? And they're wild motherfuckers. You know what I mean? He was fighting in China like every week, once a week over there. You know what I mean? In China. So Izzy's a bad motherfucker, man. He's a bad motherfucker.
No, yeah.
Dude, so Pereira knocked him out to get win the middleweight belt in the UFC, right? Then Izzy knocks him out. He was playing possum. He knocked him out. He had the dog collar on and everything. And that's then Sean Strickland beat fucking Izzy. I think Izzy didn't care about the belt. He just cared about Pereira. That's all it was.
He needed that. He needed that before he hit the casket. He needed a W against him.
Exactly. Exactly. And he he's the only one that ever slept Pereira. I think there's a Russian guy that gave Pereira a hard time in light heavyweight. I think Pereira's only been slept one time by Izzy. He might have been slept twice, or he might have had a standing 8 count a few times in glory. But he had a couple tough fights in glory. You know what I mean? He lost a couple fights, but he was the middleweight champ, the first double champ in glory, middleweight and light heavyweight. So when he was down
what year was that?
Right before he came to the UFC, 3.5 years ago. He was in glory, and he was fighting in some a few MMA promotions in Brazil, and just a few warm up, to get used to it. You know what I mean? Grappling and everything else. You know what I mean? And he lost the fight there too. That's why he has a few losses on his record. But ever since he went up to 205, doesn't have to cut down the one. I don't know how he gets down to 185 from 220, but he would cut from 185. The next day he'd be 240 fucking 5 or 225 or something like that. 205. Yeah, he gained like 60 pounds, or 40 pounds or something like that, and won in 32 hours. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think when you take that much shit out of your brain, because the fluids ain't just hydrating your body, it's hydrating your brain too. So that makes your chin weak. You know what I mean? And it just caught up with him, the cutting the weight to 185. Now he's going to go up to heavyweight soon, because I think he's going to beat Ankalaev, even though Ankalaev he beat Jan Blachowicz, Alex Pereira, and I think people think Alex Pereira has been grappling with Glover Teixeira, who won the championship at 40 years old or 41 years old, took a beating from John Jones, but he was on a fucking, I think he was 18-0, and he got stuck in Brazil for 4 years or somewhere in his prime. They wouldn't let him in the United States it was some fuck up was going on. So he was like a menace. And when he came to the UFC, everyone was worried about him. You know what I mean? And that was typical John Jones in the beginning. He beat everyone at their own game. You know what I mean? And
he's
John Jones, a lot of people don't like him, dude. I get shit all the time, but real hardcores love John Jones for what he does inside the octagon. And I've noticed this lately about him. I think he's seen the light. I think he's smartened up himself. So I tell people, go say it to his fucking face. You want to talk shit about the guy? Go say it to his fucking face. You know what I mean? Because like he told DC, hey, like he told DC, you spit in my face. You don't understand. I will actually kill you. And DC didn't understand. But I know DC knows now. You're not gonna hit me with that left head kick. You're not gonna hit me with that. He told Joe Rogan, he admitted, I'm happy like DC, because DC, people don't realize he was a light and heavyweight, heavyweight champ and heavyweight champ. That kid can fight and great wrestler. John Jones tossed him like ham and eggs. And he said it hurt. It hurt every time he tried to get in close to John Jones. He had a poker face because he didn't show it during the fights. And then he said, I'm not letting you. Now, listen, think about this one, brother. Say if Pereira fights Aspinall, right? And then the winner of that fight, John Jones, fights for $30 million. Who would you rather see him fight, brother? I would love to see John Jones humble Aspinall. John Jones said he's down to fight Pereira. He's down to fight Pereira.
Let me keep it fair. Can you pull up a couple clips from Aspinall?
Aspinall, yeah, of course I can do. For you, yeah.
I mean, John Jones is John Jones. And he trains for stamina and punishment.
Thank you. And you put that so well. You put that so well, bro. You put that so well, bro. I gotta admit it. You put that very well.
That's just, and the heart it takes to get in there with somebody like that. That lets you know, like, you're dealing with you tapped your damn self to want to go toe to toe with John Jones, man. Because he's using every piece of his anatomy to kick your ass.
Exactly. He does so much studying on his opponents. He's so fucking dialed in.
Crafty too.
Wicked. So creative. He was like Anderson Silva times fucking 2.0 or 3.0. Yeah, like he was really that good.
Anderson Silva was a bad man.
Dude, he's still one of my favorites. When he used to come out to DMX. Dude, I used to get goosebumps. I'm like, man, Anderson Silva coming out the I know. Dude, hey, DMX was a bad motherfucker, man. Like people say, oh, he copied Onyx. Onyx was the first to come out, but not really, because it was kind of Old Dirty Bastard who first came out like really wild and crazy with that. But Onyx really put on that persona. Like me and Rain are gonna talk about fights and fucking music. People are gonna be like, what the fuck? I thought they were talking about UFC fucking 313. But listen, here's the thing. That might happen sometimes, people. If you don't love music and you don't love, everyone that loves epic fights loves epic music. So, and he's a musician, I'm a musician. It goes together. It goes with the territory. Yeah, it goes together. It's like booze and cigarettes. What's that, buddy?
That's why they do with walkouts. They have artists come out walking out with them. It's just a beautiful thing.
I heard Dana White. Dana White says he picks the songs. I didn't know that. I'm like, why don't they ever come out to Deadly Melody? Some of these guys, and like Wu-Tang Deadly Melody or Heaters or fucking like I don't know, fucking like Method Man, Tikal, the first fucking song on the album, Tikal, like something like or BDP, ba-da-da bang, ba-da-da-da bang. You know what I mean? Or The Bridge Is Over, or Public Enemy. Like fucking, like, you know what I mean? I got a letter from the government. You know what I mean? What the fuck? What the fuck? What about Evil Niggas Zagging? I said that backwards. NWE Evil Niggas Zagging, right? Because I don't say the N-word. Rain can say it. Me and Rain broke bread together. Like, I know Rain personally. Like, we've been in the same studio together because his producer was my producer, and we all became friends. He was at shows of mine. He performed at shows of mine. So yeah, me and Rain actually know each other very well. And Rain, I respect him. He respects me. We have a good thing. Just so people know out there, this ain't no random guess. He's my co-host as long as he wants to. And you know what? He's basically 50-50. It's basically like a 50-50 thing because I don't like to be a center of attention. So I just do it because I know I'm going to show up. And I do love talking fights. I do love talking music. I'm very passionate. And you guys out there, you know, you're going to learn a lot from Rain too. Rain has a lot of knowledge, people. And wait, if you watch the beginning of the video, you're going to, that's nothing. That's just one track. That's nothing. That was more of a video song, right? Basically.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean the video. I mean, I've heard you spit bars at the bars. I don't know if you remember the 498 bars. I did 9.5 minutes of warnings. But I asked Dickie. I asked Dickie, who's got the record? He goes, the Game did like 289. I go, all right, let's do fucking 500. And I went fucking 200. I went 200, 209, 400. I went 498 bars straight, and it was called 9.5 minutes of warning. Remember when his basement flooded and shit?
Yep.
Yeah, he lost. He lost just like what happened to RZA. Yeah, he lost. I hope Dickie's doing well, man. You know, Dickie's a good man.
Man,
I know he's a dear friend of yours. I know he's a dear friend of yours too.
He's doing well, man. He's out there swinging the golf clubs.
People, hey, Rain, tell him that's how skilled Dickie can rap. He's a producer. He can rap. He can fucking throw a chorus on your song, and he can fucking golf, and he can fucking play guitar and bass, and he can shoot a gun. Like, he was in 20. He can make movies. He's in like 20. He's a Screen Actors Guild member. He's been in so many movies. The guy he can do every fucking thing.
Oh,
typical Dorchester kid.
Facts. Down there with Jordan golf cleats swinging them, about to go pro.
You know what's great about golf is it's such a hard game, but here's the thing. You can go on the senior tour and clean house and come in 10th place or 20th place and make a lot of money.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? That's why Dickie's smart. He's like, you know what? I'll play golf even if I come in 10th place in a seniors tournament or something, or even an adult tournament, PGA tournament. But it was even the seniors tour, they still make money. And he's such a character that he would fucking market himself well as in the seniors league, tournaments and shit. He would do good. He'd be rapping. He'd be the white big fat guy rapping. Actually, he lost some weight. He actually lost some weight, actually. So, yeah, playing golf, he's only going to lose weight. So it's healthy for him. I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him, man. So
you say UFC 313?
You said you wanted me to bring up. Who do you want me to bring up, brother? I'm sorry, brother.
Aspinall.
Oh, Aspinall. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to, a quick highlight or two just so I can see it.
No, don't worry about it, brother. Dude, you know all the old school guys. You just fell off. You haven't been watching that much. You had a kid come in. Your wife was pregnant, and not only that, like you're an artist too. You're making music. I'm making music. But I never miss fights. That's just me, bro. But in the beginning, when you have a young kid like that, and you have a wife, and you want to make your wife happy wife, happy life. So I understand, bro. I get it, and everyone else does too. But you know your shit, Rain. I can verify you. I know you're fighting. I know you.
Hey.
And if you don't know, you have the what's it called to admit it. You'll admit if you don't know somebody. Like, so here's Aspinall right here. Mm-hmm. He's coming up on the screen. He's 15-3. Here's the thing. What happens when it goes into the second, third, fourth? Because he doesn't get out of the first round, this guy. This guy gets fucking he's on a 3-1 fight streak in the UFC. He has really fast hands, and he's got a really good ground game. But they don't realize that John Jones is he's got a different 73% of his wins come from out of 15-3 pro record come from KOs or TKOs, right? Mostly KOs. 27% submission of wins. He has one loss getting knocked out. He has one loss getting submitted.
Who knocked him out?
I don't know who knocked him out, but I can find out. I could pull up his record. Yeah, I got him right
And
there.
you say you want Jones to humble him. So what is he? You know, is he what he
Yeah.
braggadocious?
Oh, yeah, he's been well. He's kind of, you know what I like. I like Aspinall. I give him a lot of credit because that's what he's supposed to be doing, is calling out the champion. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I'm not mad that he's doing it. You know what I mean? I just think, like John Jones said, if Alex Pereira wants to fight me, the light heavyweight champ, where I ruled for it and I got bored with it because I beat everybody in there that was anybody.
Mhm.
And you know, he started partying. He was beating people while he was partying. You know what I mean? Like, that's how good John Jones is. So, like, yeah, people have no fucking clue, dude. I don't. People that never fought a day in their life, Rain. I can never. I'm just talking about a street fight too. People that never had a street fight in their life are talking this shit. You know what I mean? See, I know you come from the city. I know you had to fight, and I know you probably had to protect yourself many times, other ways too, just like I have. You know what I mean? So,
I think
come on.
everybody should be
I know, Rain.
in tune with
I know
their
you never took shit. Yeah, I
you
never
know.
know. I know you never took shit. I know that. And Rain is a real good man, people. He's not a punk. But we've all had our cowboy days. You know what I mean? And you have to set precedents sometimes in life. You know what I mean? And he's very capable. Just so people know out there.
Hey, I'm just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I'm happy you're here, brother. I'm happy you're here, brother. I
So
really am, bro. Okay, so I don't know. Hold on. I don't know who. I just know I haven't seen him go. I think I seen him. I seen him get knocked out, but it was like in a different fucking promotion in a bit earlier in his career. But Islam got knocked out his first UFC fight. Islam Makachev. You know what I mean? So it
mhm.
doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? UFC. That's why John Jones is so special. He's never been slept. He's never lost. Even though people say he lost that Reyes fight, I'm like, he didn't lose, and he lost to Gustafsson in the first fight. We all seen he won the fourth and fifth rounds, and the second fight with Gustafsson, he knocked him out. And same with DC, he knocked him out too. And he just hurt everybody that he fought. You know what I mean? He hurt him really bad. Like you said, you put it perfectly. He hurts people. He hurts
Yeah,
people really bad.
he's coming to punish you for all three
Yeah.
rounds if it goes to that.
He's like Marvin Hagler's fucking. You're gonna make me where I can't fucking have a good time. I can't smoke weed. I can't fucking have a drink with my friends. I can't, not train fucking 3 times a day and watch film on you, thinking that you might be able to beat me. You know what I mean? And I gotta go in there and fucking hurt you. Because he has 2 brothers that he had to fucking fight all his life. He said, "See this scar in the middle of my forehead?" He goes, "The only person that ever gave me a scar is my fucking brother." That's still there, a scar. He said, "I've been scarring fights, but the scars go away." He said, "This one is from my brother." And they're both fucking twice my size. They both got Super Bowl rings, both defensive ends on fucking, the Patriots, the Baltimore Ravens, you know what I mean? Northeast Beasts, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the card real quick. The Tank Davis card real quick.
All
I'm going to
right.
show you. I was 5 out of 7. I usually got like a 93. I was at 93% on boxing, elite boxing picks. I'm at
Mhm.
around 90. I'm around 90% right now. But so I went around 8. So I'm probably around 89% right now in the past 3.5 years on Tapology. So I was 5 out of 7. I had Tank Davis winning in the 9th round, and it went the distance. So it's basically a push.
Mm. Yeah, he was saying
Um,
that ninth round knockout.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you on here, Rain. I'm gonna get you on Tapology and get you in our group, so
Mhm.
you could choose. You could get like a black belt and get all the belts. Go through all your belts in Tapology. The more wins
Mhm.
you get, so you know what I mean. It's all free. You know what I mean. So, yeah, I want to get you in here. See Rush Hour Fight Club right there. I've been watching fights with that brother from DC since the end of 2019. And I've been with him since. I've been watching fights with him and all the animals over there since. So it's a good place to watch fights on Fridays and Saturdays. And I'm always there, Rain. So you want to get his commentary and watch the fight on your screen. You know what I mean? And talk to us in the fucking animal room.
So this is on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. He live streams every boxing and UFC match, and one championship too. He does.
Word. Good deal.
He's a brother. He's a Black American kid from Baltimore. Lives in DC now. Smartened up. He's like 34 years old, dude. Like really good dude, like you are. Same exact thing. Same type of karma you have. Same kind of attitude you have. Tough kid, you know what I mean? But smartened up.
All right. So this is the card here, yeah?
This is this past weekend right here, Lamont Roach. I had Davis in the 9th round KO TKO, but you know what? Lamont Roach, I know Tank Davis fought him in the amateurs. I know Tank Davis never was that nice to anybody at a press conference or leading up to a fight. He was always terrorizing motherfuckers, you know.
It almost seems like
get that
his boy up to get paid.
Well, that's what he said. Well, no, he didn't have to fight Lamont Roach. You're right. He gave him a payday.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him a payday. And Lamont Roach Jr., to his credit, he said, you know what? It's nothing but respect because he didn't have to give me this fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win for fucking Roach because, look, everybody knows how good he is now. He actually, and I say this to everybody, it's not being cringe. I'm a wicked confident person, right? Rain, you know I'm very in real life. You know I'm very confident. You know that about me. I don't just say what you see is what you get on here. It's the same thing you get. Same with you. It's the same person you get off screen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not faking the funk, and neither are you. But I'm saying that mindset is imperative in fighting. You have to say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. Like, he don't have a chance. But you have to put that training behind it. You know what I mean?
This is true.
And if you don't train hard, enough, you're going to have that little doubt in the back of your mind. I don't know if I got that to go that extra mile. When he was saying, I thought it was the 8th round, it was the 12th. There's no, I know he said, but listen, there's no excuses in boxing. I started getting turned off by Wilder, and I respect Wilder so much because he actually went through 40 fights with 39 KOs with not even having fucking fundamentals in boxing. He started 24, 25 years old, won a bronze medal, less than 10 fucking amateur fights. No one's ever done that. No one's ever done that. So for him to make excuses that he was making with Tyson Fury really made me not respect him as much no more. And then when he went out on his shield, the 2nd and 3rd fight, I respect that. But I always knew he had that heart in him, that dog. You know what I mean? He'll fight to the death. You know what I mean? But he fired the wrong guy. The 2nd fight. That guy won the Empire Games 3 times, bro. That guy knows boxing. Been that white guy in his corner. That white guy was just fucking making money off him. You know what I mean? Oh my God, that makes me sick to myself. But listen, I have seen Wilder to this day. Remember, to this day.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't fucking disagree with him. You know what I mean? I don't, man. I don't. But Radio Raheem, that's the last guy you want to do that because he was scared to death. I know he was STD scared to death. Yeah, I know he was. But I guess it's better doing it to Radio Raheem than it is to like Ariel Helwani or one of these. I don't know, Larry Merchant. What about Larry Merchant? Hey, what he said to Mayweather, if I was 20 years old, you wouldn't do shit. You wouldn't do shit. I'm like, good Mayweather. Tell him, because he wouldn't do shit. He wouldn't do shit. If I was... No, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Did he ever box? Larry Merchant ever box?
I don't know, but I'm sure he fought. You know what I mean? I'm sure he fucking fought in the streets and shit because he grew up in the fucking 20s, I think, and which are pretty wild. You know what I mean? If you grew up in the World War II era, you had to be tough, man. Like, you had to be tough in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, I don't know about these days. All I know is on the streets in first grade, you had to be respected or fucking feared or both, or you weren't shit. And I know it was like that in Brockton, where you come from, bro. Because Brockton, some of the best sports teams, some of the toughest fucking and talented kids over there, man.
D1,
growing up.
D1.
You know what I mean? Division I, exactly. And it's a city of champions. City of champions. Rocky Marciano, fucking my favorite fucking fighter of all time.
Hagler?
Fucking rest in peace,
Hagler.
marvelous Marvin Hagler. Who had to win 48, 42 fights before he even got a shot at a title. Before he even got a shot at the title. You know why? Because the Petronelli's gym wasn't corrupt. I spotted Petronelli's. You know what I mean? I met him there. You know what I mean? With my first trainer. So he was so nice outside the ring. He goes, my monster don't come out until I'm in that ring. And I'm thinking about that monster when I'm isolating myself in P-Town at the end of the Cape. He was always so disciplined during fight camps. He goes, I just take it out on my opponent. You know, with Mugabe was 30-0, 29, murking everybody, right? And he fucking went to 10 rounds with him, brought him to deep waters, him with 3 straight rights, bang, 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 done, right? Hearns, right? He put the shit in his ear. He goes, I can't hear what you're saying. All I know is I'm going to war. And someone's fucking gonna die in there. Someone's gonna fold. It ain't gonna be me. And he always did what he said. Sugar Ray Leonard. They made the ring bigger. They made the ring bigger for Sugar Ray. It went to 15 rounds to 12, and he avoided him for 10 fucking years. He avoided Marvin Hagler for 10 years. Hagler was like this after the fight. Didn't have a mark on him. Like this, dancing. To beat the champ, you got to beat the champ. And he did no such thing. I don't care. He put 10 fucking punch flurries like this real quick, not even touching him, just barely touching him. Right. It's like, this ain't point fighting. This ain't the Olympics. This ain't fucking the amateurs. This is fucking beat the champ. You got to knock the champ out. And that's another excuse for Tank Davis. It's not an excuse. I mean, that's another thought. It's like, I don't think Roach would want to beat him on a decision. I think he want to beat him, knocking him out. Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna have to do with Tank Davis.
You got to do that with any champ. You got to make sure it don't go to the cards, because that's what
Marvelous Marvin Hagler was one of the first ones to say that too. Go ahead, Rain. I'm sorry. Go ahead, my man. The floor is yours, my man.
It goes to the cards. It's in their hands, so you got to take it in your own hands if possible. But definitely would love to see them run it back, man. Devontae and Rooks. All right, who got next? Jose Venezuela.
Yeah, this is Antoine Russell. I had a gut feeling Russell was going to win this fight. A lot of people didn't think so. I think he lost. Go ahead, Ring. Go ahead, bud.
He smoked him, I heard, huh?
He got a 12-round decision, but he did beat him. He definitely beat him, though. He definitely beat. The decision was right.
Now this is the same El Rio that fought Pitbull Cruz, right? Yeah. And made him look regular.
Yeah, Gary Russell's fought a lot of fucking guys. Well, he only has one loss. But Gary Russell is a bad boy. He definitely is. His whole family's tough, actually. Let me see here, bro.
He hasn't been so active. Good to see him back.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he lost to Jose Venezuela. The guy who he just beat. The guy who he just beat him. No, I'm sorry. The fuck was I thinking? Hold on. March 1st. Yes. Yeah. Jose. Okay, so he lost Puello. Alberto Puello. Yeah. You can say it, bro. On the Davis Martin card, June.
On the Frank Martin. Okay. Oh, so he was on that undercard. I didn't even know that. So he has been active. Okay.
He's not as active because not as active. Well, yeah, he had 2 fights in 2003, one in 2024. 2023 he had 2. He had 2 in 2022, one in 2021.
Yeah,
One in
he
he was a little. You're right. You're right. He was like one fight a year ain't really good for fighters. You got to be doing 3 fights a year or at least 2.
I wonder if he's battling an injury or something. Because that record
That's what I think.
To be as good as he is, you'd think he'd be more active.
Dude, look at all these wins in a row.
That's what I mean.
Like look at this run he was on. Yeah, I think fighters get civilized over time. They start having so much money, they get used to that good life. They're not as hungry no more.
They're not as angry. Yeah.
They're not as angry. Thank you. But you shouldn't even fight. That anger just fuels more training. Is what it does. As long as you don't fight emotional, as long as you don't let emotion
that dog.
Yeah, he has that dog.
You hit somebody with a 4 or 5 punch combination, and they look at you and shake that shit off and get mad like that dog. That's that. Once you start getting, more comfortable in life. You're seeing these, your bank account, your financial situation, you start kind of easing up. You might even start seeing a counselor because you're with a wife or a woman, and you know what I mean. It's starting to really starting to dig out them demons, and you go into the ring, you might not have that fire in you anymore.
Exactly, bro. And I think that's what happened with Gary Russell. I think he said, "Fuck that, man. I didn't fucking work this hard for everyone to start shitting on me now. Fuck that." So, yeah, Gary, I had a funny feeling he was going to win, and I took him. And people probably thought I was crazy, but it's all right. He was an underdog. I gave people underdog city right there. You know what I mean? Because he was an underdog in this fight. This fight right here, Sandor Martin, Alberto Puello defeated Sandor Martin. Yep. I had Puello. The eyes don't lie. And like Marvin Hagler said, when you have a couple million in the bank, it's hard to get up at 4 a.m. out of silk sheets and fucking go running. Hagler had so many fucking good quotes. Like, you know what I mean? And I think he learned a lot of them from the Petronellis and the guys he sparred with, that came to the gym and sparred with him and shit back in the days in the 70s. And
Petronellis, the Capiellos.
Exactly. His brother, Robbie Sims, his stepbrother, half brother. Yeah, really good man too.
He used to drive for UPS, man.
I spotted him one time, man. It was awesome, dude. He spotted so good. Dude,
it was good.
We got 5 likes already on YouTube alone, dude. And we're on Twitter and Facebook too. I gotta put us on what's it called? I gotta put us on Twitch too, another stream. And I stream it to the Discord where I'm a member of the channel, the Rush Hour Fight Club. So we got people in there too that come in. So there's 5 people watching on Facebook right now. There's a few people watching on Twitter, a few people watching on Facebook. You know what I mean? That's how it works. Sometimes we get bum rushed. Sometimes they just lay back in the cut and watch, which is good. It's always good, bro.
Oh, good.
So you're moving the needle up, bro. You're moving the needle up. They must like you. You know what? They must have watched that video at the beginning of the fucking beginning of the live stream. Yeah, I think they like you, Rain.
I think it's just good organic conversation, man. It's needed.
It really is. Yeah, you're right. It is organic, and I think they know that. And you know what? I'm really happy to have someone that I respect in here. And not that I didn't. I've had people in here that I respect, but someone a local. You know what I mean? Especially someone that's going to help me with my fucking 3rd album and, going to bless it and going to fucking murder it for me. And, we're going to fucking – and you got another project you're doing right now as we speak too, right? So,
I've been writing like 3 or 4, sometimes 5 or 6 verses a day.
Wow. Damn. Dude.
Yeah. I'm a ghostwriter, man.
Oh, I know you can write. Wait till people hear this guy. Hey, people, listen. I like that track a lot too. I like the latest one, but people have no clue how good this guy is right here. He's a true MC. He's a true MC. And Dickie, well, listen, Dickie said it, and I said, let me hear something, and he was right. And you know who else is very underrated? You're very underrated. I seen some comments on your last video, the one we showed, and a lot of people in there said What the fuck is this? This should be at 1 million. I see you, Ray. Yeah, that's what everyone. Well, that's what people are saying, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're only gonna go to the top, bro. Just don't worry about it. Stay independent. Stay independent, please. Stay independent. Yeah. So this is so I had this so I had this one Tellez versus Julian Williams. This was a 12-round decisions. There wasn't a lot of knockouts. I had Hurd versus Gonzalez, but I lost that one. Gonzalez got the win in the 10-round decision. 6-round decision, I got Fleming Jr. over Florent Dervis. So, yeah, so a lot of I was picking a lot of knockouts, and I had this one exact. I had the first decision I picked at the beginning of the card landed. So I was 5-2 for the card. You know what? It is what it is, but
and that's all
I
it can be.
Yeah. Well, if people bet all those fights, they would have won money. You know what I mean? If they bet them, separately, I tell people don't bet parlays. That's how you fucking lose your money. Believe me, I used to take action. I only take action during football season now, but I used to take action. I know that's how people fuck up with A&R, action reverses, and fucking parlays and all this shit. Just do one at a time. You know what I mean? Just do one at a time.
Yeah,
all right, dude. Hey, dude, what I was going to ask you, who do you think you bring up let me see how much time do we got it. We got 1 hour and 38 minutes, and I'm willing to do another 20 minutes if you want to talk about music real quick. We got 10, 15 minutes, whatever you want to do, and we'll end it early for you.
I gotta actually jump on the Zoom.
That's fine. Do it. No, do your thing, because I got you last minute, but we've been talking about this for a while though. So,
hey,
dude, I'm glad you jumped on.
Show up, man. I'm just happy I can show up, and
so once a week, right? Once a week.
Hey,
does Wednesdays work for you, or what's better? What's a better day?
We can start there. Let's start like maybe Tuesdays, because I do.
Tuesdays, okay.
Yeah, I have a family thing on Wednesdays.
I know, and I know you're busy, so I just want to make sure the day we talked, and I haven't talked to you about the day yet, or the night, or whatever. So you just let me know what day is good for you, my man.
I say
so you guys will be seeing
the sweet sciences on Tuesdays, man. Let's kick it.
You got it. Okay, you know what? Tuesday night, the fights like back in the day. So that's a good day to talk fucking boxing, and then we'll talk music after we talk boxing.
Oh yeah, and I got a lot of gems to drop on the music, on how to get music placement. Nice. How you should set up. Just how, if you're an independent artist, give you the basics and the fundamentals of what you need to even be in the game. But we got a lot of rules to drop.
We'll accept calls too. If people want to talk to you, we'll put them right on live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're all for it. And like I said, I'm happy to be here, man. And it's gonna be some dope content coming. We're gonna put our minds together and really give you guys some stuff to let an hour or two go by. But I appreciate you having me, man. It's Brandon Wayman and my boy Bobby Nizzle. The sweet sciences, man.
The sweet science, bro. The sweet science. And I'm blessed to have you too, brother. We've talked about this for a little while, and you said, you know what? Let's do it. I said, you know what? If you commit, we'll fucking, you already committed to helping me with the album. So thank you for blessing me there, bro. But, thank you for blessing me on here too, because you make it a lot more fun doing it with somebody that I actually know in person, you know what I mean? And I was blessed to meet you fucking 20 years ago, you know what I mean? Or 20 years ago. 20 years ago. So yeah. But anyways, nothing but love, my man. And I'm good. Just as long as the wife and the kids don't hate me, right? I'm good.
No, man. They know daddy gotta come to work. Nothing but love, Nizzle, man. And I'll talk to you. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow, man, and we'll build from there, brother.
You got it, my man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, my man.
Yes.
I love having Rain on here. Thank you, Rain, my man. Rain's good people, man. Like really good people. I hope people embrace him. We're gonna bring him over to Rush Hour Fight Club too, and get him signed up over there with Jay and from DC and Baltimore, and with all the animals over there, because you know, I'm loyal. I'm a loyal soldier, and someone should have told you. A lot of people just have no clue. If you look about the union, you know, this is what they call me, as the union enforcer. This is the federal government that calls you that ugly shit. You know what I mean? But what they didn't realize is he was just a damn friend, my business manager. I was a problem solver, because you need a guy over there that knows how to solve problems, knows how to keep people, 150 fucking men in line. You know what I mean? Especially guys that go down 500 feet and go 9 miles into work in solid granite underneath the ground, underground construction. So if I could handle that, and I was in prison and fucking embarrassed motherfuckers in the ring in the old Concord, and TKO'd the biggest white guy in there in the second round, exactly this way I said it was going to happen, and they shipped me to SCCC the next morning, and I was only there for a month in Concord. That's back when it was classification. So yeah, I've never lost a fucking fight in the streets, never been beat up. So yeah, people think that, and I was a problem solver for my mentors too. But see, that was my past life. You know what I mean? Like, I've been a good boy. 33-year anniversary with my wife this past Friday. My daughter's 30. She's killing it in life. My son, fucking killing it in college, just like my daughter did. And I'm very blessed. And I have, you know, friends like him that are good people. And I got, you know, other friends too. But, you know, it's something about artists that actually, you know, put in the work and grind and hustle. And the people I see that has smartened up like I've smartened up over the years without selling their souls, I got to respect it. You know what I mean? And I love seeing people do better. You know what I mean? Constant elevation. It just, I love to see people do good. I don't hate. I love to see people do good. And me and Rain, like, he could bust my balls, you know what I mean? And I would never take it personal, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I respect him, you know what I mean? I respect him, and he shows nothing but respect to me. You know, I couldn't ask for a better guy to do this with, you know what I mean? And we will elevate this thing up. And I told people that. I said, listen, I just learned technology over the past couple of years, you know what I mean? 2-3 years. I've been grinding. No one could say I don't grind. I put in time. I don't get paid to do this. I never get money, nothing. Like, I got the hours in. I'm just like 200 fucking something short, 200 and fucking 4 short of getting monetized. Once I get monetized, I'll split that with Rain right down the middle. You know what I mean? Because once it's monetized, then he'll probably be willing to do it 3 or 4 days a week. You know what I mean? But he does have a young kid. He does have a wife. And if you don't help your wife with your kids and stuff, it's something you need to do. So, like, 1 day a week, I'm happy to get out of them, and I'm going to get them, I think, at the end of this month or sometime in April, we're going to bang out that whole album, because I got like 2 more beats to make. I just finished a beat the other day, so I got like 2 more beats to finish. Then I got to master them, and then I'm going to call in the troops and spit on every fucking beat and murder it. I'm collabing with Rain, that man right there, and 2 kids from Cambridge. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and I'm going to try to even get Wise back in if I get a hold of Wise. And Boston Strangler, I offered him a shot in there because I asked him, you know, if he ever wants to jump on it. He's always welcome. You know what I mean? He's another very talented. And if Dickie wants to jump on it or be executive producer and touch up because he's so talented, he's always welcome to do that. I think he's going to be proud of me, you know, that I produced and made these beats. And he knows I can fucking murder it. To be off all the pain meds and the amount of pain meds I was prescribed for so fucking long. I was on a bunch of fucking meds and stuff. So imagine how much better I'm going to be off of those fucking, 7 years, you know, and the 8th of this month. So a couple more days, it'll be 7 years. And not only that, it'll be March 3rd, just, yeah. Not only, that was my last time I had a hangover, was a wedding in 2001. So 24 years without a hangover from booze or cocaine. So not bad. Not bad, man. It's constant elevation, man. It's constant elevation. And having a positive person like that around me that knows how to shoot the shit and knows how to fucking have fun. And you know, I can kind of understand him really well. He's just a good dude, man. Honestly, like, you need chemistry in a thing. And like he said, you know, he knows this creative process stuff. And you younger cats out there that watch too, you know, I want to try to make this better for you people too. I want to bring up bigger fucking pitches and stuff like that. And me and him are gonna talk, and we're gonna figure this out. You know what I mean? How to bring it to you a little bit better, live call-ins and from anybody. You know what I mean? I got a burner phone. I could have it hooked up and easy. You know, I know how to do that shit. So, and some of the other stuff that I didn't know how to do, I got new technology, a little bit of new technology too. And I got the microphones. I got the fucking headphones. I got all that stuff. So I'm going to start taking this a little bit more seriously now, you know, more than ever. If you did this for 2-3 years and didn't see nothing back from it, but I have. I seen organic growth with people that I enjoy talking to and stuff, and people that are cool people. So it's actually kind of been worth it, to be honest. So, you know, but, you know, everyone's time is valuable. You know what I mean? And I am a businessman. Since I was a young kid, I've been a businessman, because I had to man up at like 7 years old. I had to man up really young. You know what I mean? And it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I helped take care of my brother and sister. And, you know, not only did I not meet my father until I was 32 years old, they never got to meet their father at all. He died when my mother was 3 months pregnant with twins. A guy that owned a hotel, what's it called, right in front, a diner right in front of the hotel, right on Quincy Ave. He had 2 Cadillacs, a fucking boat, brought me out fucking flounder fishing, all kinds of stuff. Really good guy. Rest in peace, Tony Ciani, a paisan, you know, a really good dude. And, you know, I always kept my brother and sister, they're 7 years younger than me. I always kept them away from the bullshit when I was growing up, because they were too young, you know what I mean? But I just hope they can find happiness some way, you know. I really do, because they're really good people. They just you know, some people it takes longer to smarten up than others. And I can't preach to them, because I'd be a hypocrite, you know what I mean? I definitely don't look down on them. You know, things happen, you know what I mean? But I just wish I could see them happy, like my friend there, and other people out there that are happy in life, you know what I mean? I just would like to see that. And hopefully someday, you know, their father keeps looking down on them, and the prayers we say, and, you know, that they'll be all right, you know what I mean? But I did nothing but help my brother and a little sister, both of them. When no one was willing to help them, I was always there, you know what I mean, to help them in one way or another. And I think they'll be all right. I think you got to want to stop the bullshit, you know what I mean? So it's kind of counterintuitive to fucking even like say to somebody. But if you see someone that looks like half like death, you know what I mean? You have to like pink slip someone if they look like they're gonna kill themselves. You know what I mean? Like, there's telltale signs. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of friends, a lot of savages, and I say that to him every time I go. I've lost a lot tougher people than you, Key. And not that he's a pussy enough. He's not a pussy. He's not a coward. He would fight if he had to. But I can honestly say I'm probably one of the only people out of all my friends and shit that I've never hurt my brother. I've seen my friends and their brothers go at it, like try to kill each other. I think I put him in a chokehold one time in my life. He broke down the whole door going after our stepfather, actually. Like a stepfather, I guess. But he just got out of the hospital too. Claudio, I hope you're doing well. He's in Italy for the past 15 years, him and my mother. Yeah, his fucking shithead lawyer didn't tell him. Yeah, just a lot of fuckery over like 2 pills or something. And he's been here his whole life too. It's not like his parents came in legally and shit. And yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But you know what? Thank God. I know some people that are good people, and they know he's not a problem. They know he's harmless. And I used to tell him all the time, you're not a tough guy, you're a lover. Like, stop trying to act like something you're not. Because I actually care about my I don't even call him my stepfather. He's like family, you know what I mean? Because I was like 11, 12, 13 when he came into my mother's life. So I'm just like, just make sure you take care of my brother and sister and my mother. I'm never around. You don't got to worry about me, but just make sure you take care of them. And we had that fucking understanding, and it always worked out. So he's a good man. I gotta go back to Italy in a 48-hour, 72-hour period and bring them back. I might have to go there and pay for their tickets to bring them back. You know what I mean? Because I sent them money for the first 5 or 6 years or something, and I'm like, after 5, 6 years, I'm like, I knew he was getting money from his mother and father. Then his father died. I had to go to the wake, and I've been to like 70 wakes with my friends and other family members, in-laws and stuff. And yeah, it's just a lot of death. And it's sad. And when I say I miss my friends that are dead, and I miss my, family members that are dead, in-laws, like I miss everyone. I've been lost about 70 people that I used to fight wars with in the streets, and in buckets of blood, and bars that are just notorious for fucking bloodshed. And been doing this since fucking first grade, even probably prior to that. Yeah, people that grew up from old school know this shit. So fighting, it's like I know like the back of my hands, like the back of my hands. I know the back of my hands. I know there's a platinum ring with diamonds, 14 diamonds in it for my wife. So because that's her birthdays, and both of our kids equals 14, so their birthdays. So yeah. Very important, and I don't want a gold band or a silver band like everyone else gets. I wanted some platinum, different. That was 2001, so 33 years the other day. That a lot of people can't say that these days, and I really believe it's because people don't live with each other before they get married. I think that's one of the biggest reasons. And another reason is selfish. People that are selfish. It's not always the guy's fault. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the woman's fault. But you got to really make sure and once you see a woman have a kid for you, you gain a whole new respect for that woman. You know what I mean? Even, you should respect women anyways. But if you don't, you will once you see them give birth, because it is not fucking easy for those people. Oh, damn. Like, women are, it is not easy for them. I give them all credit. I'm seeing if the screen's fucking working right now. I don't know what's going on. Trying to get it to work. Okay. I know what I gotta do. These little things you gotta fucking No, I don't wanna stop sharing the screen. Can I get a little love here? Can I get a little love? Browser, the browser, from my browser. And so this mouse is about to get executed in the fucking 2,000 pieces. It's not big enough to be 50,000 pieces after I smash it. But this thing's going to get smashed in a couple seconds. All right, let me see. 1,818 wins, 1,283 losses since July 23rd of 2021. Tapology, right? Shout to Tapology. So 1283, right? So 1383, 1483, 1583, 1683, 1783, 1883, almost 600 wins above losses. And let me see, almost 3,000 fights picked. The first year I was picking, like the first 6 months of the first year, accumulated a lot of those losses on like other promotions other than the UFC and elite boxing. But the UFC, I get hot, and then I'll get just fucking average, 50, 60, 40% picks, you know what I mean? But then I'll go on a hot streak, you know what I mean? If I'm not doing my research, even though I know most of these fights, I watched them all, even Dana White contenders, I watch them all. I watch a lot of these young guys come from different organizations too, and older guys come from other organizations, you know what I mean? So I've been watching UFC since 93. So, but when I don't do my, watching fights, because I just go up their names because I know who the fuck they are. But sometimes I gotta go back and watch fights, and I usually do. But when I don't, it makes my pick suffer from it. So let me see. I got 62 awards. I just want to see these. If I got any new awards anytime lately. Member for 3 years. So I already got a black belt with 2 stripes. I got like 300 points away from 300 points or 200 points away from getting my 3rd stripe black belt. Made picks in 250 events. Let me see. Pick 9 winners an event, 10 winners an event. Yeah, so I pick all the fucking prelims too. I don't just pick the main card. That's what a lot of people do. Made picks in 25 events, 50 events, 100 events, 7 winners, 8 winners, pick 4 perfect in an event. During a fight card is what it means. Pick 1,500 winners, 1,000 winners, 500 winners, 250 winners, 100 winners, 50 winners. This is like, since I've been on here 3.5 years. 250 perfect, 100 perfect, 250 perfect. So I got 250 perfect picks at all those fights. It's not easy to pick 100 perfect. But I know people that are a lot better fucking pickers than me that have like fucking. There's like all kinds of belts past black belt. I think you start at like orange, you go to blue, and then you go to purple, then you go to brown, then you go to black, and then you go coral. There's there's people on here, right, that are unbelievable pickers. But this group right here, Rush Hour Fight Club, and this channel, I've been a member of the past 4 years, and I've been hanging with the him and all the people over there for over 5 years now. So since the end of 2019, right before all the shutdown and shit, right then, shout out to Insight for hooking me up with a good community. And back then, I did talk to Insight recently. I asked him how he was doing and shit, and I'm glad he's doing good. So shout out to Insight. Insight is you can find him on Twitter and YouTube. I forget the name of his channel, but I know I'm subscribed to it. I know so many people that are content creators, so it's like I can't keep track of them all. It's just a lot, and I subscribe to people just to help them out. I don't give a fuck. I know seeing a couple extra subscribers on your thing would make people happy, you know what I mean? So that's why I do it. If I see people putting in the work, I'm always gonna subscribe. And I always know I can depend on myself, but I'm pretty sure I can depend on Rain. And Kiwi did it for a year. Pulse did it for a while, and Pulse always said he wanted to do his own thing and wanted to do like documentaries and things, and before he even started, you know what I mean? So I liked having Pulse too. I liked having Kiwi, you know what I mean? I liked Jay jumped on a bunch of times, we called fights together. I've had a lot of guests on, I've had about 20 guests on the podcast part of this. So this ain't going to change a lot. We're going to be talking about fights, music, me and Rain, and have live in calls. And I'm going to have a lot of guests on this year. It's just the podcasting is really hard because people's time is valuable. And not only that, everyone's thing is different, everyone's schedules. So it's just something that is not easy to do on a regular basis. So but that's what I really want to do in the future is talk to people that I'm interested in talking to and asking them what makes their brain work, you know what I mean? And how they did the things they did, you know what I mean? I definitely ain't no fanboy, and that's why I believe, like, and I know Rain too. He smells bullshit a mile away too, like I do. So, they always say, be careful of the people you admire because they might disappoint you, or be careful who your heroes are. They might disappoint you when you meet them. That's really true in life. So be careful, and be inspired by people, but never be a fanboy. Honestly, when I met Marvelous Marvin Hagler, I think he respected me because I didn't say, "Oh my God, I'm a huge fan." No, I said, "You're the one that inspired me." I already had the fight anyways as a kid, but you're the one. I seen him running one day on Wide World Sports, and I was hooked. And when I hear Joe Rogan talk about it, I go, man, it's just the way I thought about him too. And I think anyone that grew up around here has the same sentiments. I think they would all say, we loved his discipline. We love how nice he was outside the fucking ring and what a class act he was. And every time he said he was going to do something, he did it, So Marvelous Marvin Hagler, I wanted him to be the first, podcast I ever did. And the reason I wanted to do a podcast was for self-reflection because I was coming off all the pain meds 7 years ago. So the 8th of, what's today? Today is the 5th, so 2 days, because it's almost the 6th. Yeah, 2 days from now, I'll have 7 years off all those pain meds and all the Zany bars I was on, all the breakthrough pain meds from 2003 all the way to 2018, March 8th of 2018. So I'm glad I came off those fucking things. Not easy, just an emotional roller coaster. That's a really hard thing to do, though. I lost a lot of friends, and it is not easy. I don't look down on anyone that, it's hard to do, but you could definitely do it. You'll feel like you're going to die, but you're not going to die. You could definitely die coming off benzos or fucking alcohol, but I came off benzos the little bit I had to do for my union and my business manager and my co-defendants, and I didn't die. I didn't die from coming off the fucking benzos and the fucking opiates, in which people, said I would have a bad time with that. I didn't sleep for a month and a half, but I came out fucking fine, and I was fine in there. I just couldn't sleep. I was really irritable, and I was just pissed off. I had to fucking, I had to do 3 months again in a fucking, after 10 years of being out, but that was back in 2004. I had to turn myself in January. I got out in March. April. So I did 3 months. I got out, and I went to see the parole officer. It was the parole officer I had from the first bid when I was 19. When I went to Concord, when I was 19, and I knocked out that big white kid in the ring, TKO'd him. Well, knocked him down, knocked him out. He was definitely on the canvas, but I held him up by, hitting him uppercuts and holding him with one glove and hitting him because the whole place was going crazy. And I fucking pushed the fucking ref, like, because I started hurting him in the corner. And that's when the ref tried to stop it. I just shoved him because I just wanted to fucking let this kid have it. And that's exactly what I did. And when people ask if you're scared, it's not a place you want to go. It's definitely not a place you want to go. But no, I was never scared. I can honestly say that because I wasn't scared in the streets. I was fighting grown men when I was a teenager and knocking them fucking out. So, no, I'm not scared. Nobody. And I wasn't scared. But it's definitely a place you don't want to go. I could definitely say that much. It's not a good life. So, for the people that get out and stay out, and the ones that don't yet, I pray for you all, man, because there's a lot of good people in prison, man. Like a lot of people that don't belong there. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing when you see people, families just, they don't even, their families die when they're in prison. It's sad. There's some good people, like I said. Not all of them are scumbags, you know what I mean? They just were products of their environment, and they, beat some people up or did some fucking armed robberies where the money was insured, didn't hurt nobody. But most of it's self-defense. When you grow up in the city, if you don't fight, you don't set precedents, you're gonna be a stepping stone, and people are gonna take your kindness for weakness all the time. So you have to fight back, and you have to make an example out of those motherfuckers. And that's the only time I've ever had a fight in prison, like, because I fought in fucking DYS, so like easy, and I was beating people in there. It was easy. Stevie Appa, like, he was a good dude. There was a lot of good people. Kevin Kelly, there was a lot of good people. Mikey Napano, there was a lot of good. Keith St. Pierre, there was a lot of good people in DYS. I did time with Brian McDonough, a kid from Housen Neck too, Brian. 13 boroughs in Quincy. I'm from Southwest Quincy, Bruce Corner, Kincaid Park. Probably the most savage part of fucking Quincy, only because a lot of miners come from here. 70% of mines since 1903 come from this area. So that's why it's like, very, very tough people come from this area, Southwest Quincy, Bruce Corner, and fucking Kincaid Park. And anyone from the 80s and 90s and prior will tell you that. Anytime other parts of Quincy, other boroughs of Quincy, or any fucking town or whatever outside the city came in, they never won. They never won the fight. They always left there in bad shape. So it wasn't a place to come fuck around. Like I said, I did grow up with a lot of savages, people that would put you in a bad place. But it's nothing but love. Thank God I smartened the fuck up. Like I said, when my daughter was born, and then I slowly came out of it. And when my wife said one time, Robbie, maybe we shouldn't drink on Fridays or Saturdays, or one night a week when we drink. Maybe we shouldn't no more. And I said, yeah, maybe you're right. Because our daughter was like 3 and she's about to be 4 and started being, smart and started retaining things, even though we only drank in front of her once a week or something like that. But yeah, it was the right time. And you know what? It wasn't hard to do. And I came off 130 milligrams of methadone in 26 days after 11 months. The first 11 months coming off all the pain meds and the breakthrough pain meds and all the Zany bars I was prescribed. All of them together, right? If you did it the way I did it, and you come off the methadone after, 10, 11 months, and you come off at 5 milligrams a day, I didn't feel sick at all. And I swear my kids did not feel sick. But I did have an emotion. Definitely, it gives you a lot of rage, depression, fucking sadness, happiness. It's an emotional roller coaster coming off opiates and pills. I never did pills till the year 2000, so they were new to me. You know what I mean? Like, I used to get a couple Percocets for Friday nights and shit after a long week of working out and shit, and kind of liked them. You know what I mean? So when I was getting them prescribed and so many, I was like, they did work for me for the first couple of years, but coming off those, it's taken some really, really tough and really pro fighters, pro boxers around here locally that were dear friends of mine. A lot of them took a lot of the tough guys from around this neighborhood. A lot of people. I've lost at least 60, 50 friends, 70, 75 altogether, like family, in-laws, like people I know and stuff. A lot of parents that I knew from growing up, like once they retired, they died right away. That's why I'll never work for anybody ever again, even though I got a good run in the union because I got that job on merit. It was actually offered to me. I didn't have to go ask for it. I had daddy go get it for me, anything like that. I actually was offered that job. And he knew I couldn't take orders from people. That's why he made me basically the boss on every single shift I ever had. You know what I mean? So 7 water tunnels and a couple jobs up above ground, construction jobs, not underground construction, when there was no underground construction jobs going on. So took good care of me, good guy. But I warned him all this shit would happen. This was going to happen when it did happen in 2001. I told the fact he's not a criminal. I don't know who the fuck's lying to you, but this guy, they should make a fucking statue of him in fucking Southwest Queens. He's helped so many fucking people. I don't know who's telling you he's a fucking criminal. Only thing he's guilty of doing is going on a 9-month bender. That's it. He helped everybody, and people were taking his kindness for weakness. And one day we had to fucking humble a person, and that's all we did was humble him. That's all we did. And he called the cops right away like a little bitch after he sucker punched our business manager. And yeah, it's sad. That's how political things are. And the funny thing is, he was a union member of the same union as us. It's that's how it is. But you know what? After being out of prison for 10 years at the time, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing that shit. But I'm loyal to my people, like I said, and I can't let that shit happen with my friends. I said it to him. I said, hey, there was a lot of shit going on in the union around that time. There's almost 1,500 members, and people were trying to make moves against our business manager because they seen weakness in him, I guess. And but little those motherfuckers know that he had friends, and not just me. He had Sigliano, he had Eddie, he had a lot of us. About 5 or 10 people you definitely would not want to fucking have coming at you or fucking waiting for you or even fucking being mad at you. You would not feel comfortable. It would not be healthy for your health. It would not be good for your health. But yeah, I told him, I go, sit in the back seat. I'll go fucking humble him real quick. You know, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And he didn't listen. I said, don't roll down the window. Don't do nothing. In my expedition, I had a tinted window on the back. I said, just watch. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll get some payback that way. Because his face was out there. Because he just shook the kid's hand, and then after he looked away, the kid and then he pulled out his gun. My ex-business manager was going to shoot the kid, and the guy that was there stopped him from doing that and said, go call me and the 2 other guys, right? And Eddie Silver and Stevie Sigliano. Rest in peace, Stevie Sigliano, and your father and your brother and your mother and your other brother. Shout out to Kim Sigliano. Eddie Sigliano, salute my man. Dear friend, another dear friend. Like, yeah, it's hard when you lose your dear friend. And he wanted to come with me during that union thing, and I told him I didn't want him to come because I told Max, listen, he's gonna call the cops. You're gonna have to bail me out, and then you have to pay for my lawyer because, that's the only way I'm gonna get a small sentence or whatever the fuck. Because he's gonna call the cops. This kid, but he definitely needs to be shown a humble pie. And then we went down to a job site too the next morning or a week after that or a week prior, and I had to go there. And when the day shift was coming on, the night shift was coming off, because some people that were threatening the business manager, so we had to show up there for it. It was quiet. You could have mouse fight, and there was some serious dudes in that hog house. Hog house is like, a place where all our lockers are, and 3 shifts of miners, you know what I mean? Miners, sandhogs. And you could hear a mouse fight in there. No one to talk shit then, but people always do it when he was at his lowest point in his life, you know what I mean? And it had to stop. I had to nip it in the bud. And no one fucked with him since. So he had to actually go do 5 years in fucking the feds. I remember going to his sentence, and I remember the DA at the federal building, the multi-building, said, "And Your Honor, one of his muscle just walked through the door right now." And I just wanted to say, hold on, Your Honor. If someone sucker punched you, would those COs over there go bundle him? That's all I did. I just went over there to his house an hour later, and he was sitting on his front porch. That's what I wanted to say. But the CI fucking sitting beside me that I went with, I didn't realize was a fucking rat, and he's a pussy anyways. He's a coward, because he didn't even fucking help his friends over on a job we were on that was getting extorted. He's a fucking pussy too. Like, this is like Fugazi Central. A lot of Fugazi people, you know what I mean? So even thinking about me makes me sick. But anyways, people, have a blessed fucking day, a blessed night, blessed morning, wherever you are. Thank you, subscribers. Every one of you, subscribe and like, please. Do the right thing. Don't be a fucking hater, because at least you're going to get brutally honest content every time. There ain't going to be nothing sugar-coated, nothing politically correct, and completely the opposite. Everything brutally honest, and we're going to level up. We're going to keep leveling up. It'll get 0.1% better every single fucking time, and just a lot of things going on right now. If you don't understand that, you'll see the content on this channel and on another channel I have. You'll see it. You'll see all the things I'm doing, and you'll understand. But I'll still be on here. Fucking, what is it? Wednesday today. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or no, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I'll always at least be on there 4 days a week until, I'm done with a few things this month. And then even when I'm making the album, I'll be able to do 5 days a week, but I'll at least do 4 days a week for right now. And we got Rain in there once a week, and we got other people podcasts coming up too, and we got we have a lot of good content you guys are going to enjoy. People that like epic music and new verse old and old verse new, and the new generation, the old generation, the different generations, that different eras in fighting and in music and in life. And I'll always be covering these cards. I'll always fucking give my 2 cents, and I'm very passionate about fights because I love fights since I was young, and I still feel young, honestly. Other than cluster headaches every day, and every disc going a different direction in my spine from landing on my head back in 2003. Other than that, I'm blessed every day, so I don't complain about it. Fuck that. I'll never complain about pain. I embrace pain. I don't got time for pain. I really don't. I don't got time for pain. I raised 2 really good kids, and now it's time for me and my wife to have a good life. Instead of putting our kids first, you know what I mean? Because they're all grown up and they're all fucking old enough and they're doing well. So we'll stick around another year plus or 2 years for my son, finish school, and then we'll find a place down fucking south somewhere or southwest. I'll come back to this area, Southwest Quincy, Boston, Western Mass, maybe Southern Mass, maybe up in Maine and New Hampshire too, and all the way down the East Coast. I'll have Northeast Organics shop down there in all these states, because this is, right now it'll be 2 or 3, spots. And once I start making really good money, then I'll sell the business or something down the road, because I have a lot of other businesses going on too that I'm going to LLC down the road too, after I get this one going. But I think it's very important business to start, and I don't even think I'll sell it right off the bat. I'll wait a couple years, maybe 10 years, 20 years, because I need to stay busy. I plan on living another 50, 60, 70 years, maybe another 120 years with fucking medical technology. Who fucking knows? Let me see. Fucking UFC 3 fucking 13 is fucking fire. I'm going to go over boxing tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow or Friday, I'll be going over boxing and the UFC card. I'll make my picks, and I still got to do a little bit more research. And let me see. I think there's some other things that are going on this week too. I just got to look on the calendar, and I'm not near it, so I got to. I don't write nothing down on my calendar on my phone or anything. It's it's in my kitchen where I walk by every day, so I know what's going on. But yeah, I think I have someone coming on this week too. A guest to start up the podcast part of it too. We'll see what happens, but definitely some motivational, uplifting things too, and some picks. Savage Egg picks 617 Friday, and post fights right after the fights, or on Sunday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays for now, for the next month or two, and then it'll be 5 days a week instead of 4. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. And I'll show you guys a lot more things too. So there's my co-host right there. You just met him, Rain, and go support him, support his music, and you guys are gonna love what you hear coming from him, and you're gonna love what you hear coming from him and me and other people on this other project I'm putting together, my third album. Because I started my third album in 2016, and then the next 2 years I had a lot I was running into coming off all those payments. It hit me all at once. I just wanted to make one more album, and maybe I'll do an acoustic album, play bass and play guitar and sing. Have someone else play drums. Because I have some drummers out there. I have people that know how to play drums, and or I could just fucking do my own drums with Pro Tools or all the fucking programs I use right now to make beats. You know what I mean? And I haven't even used no samples either. These are sample-less beats. Rain got a app I could download where I could use samples that are already okayed to sample. But there are some songs I'd like to do, a couple cover songs I'd like to do that never been covered ever, and I'd like to do it. So I think it would give these bands, it would bring some business their way just by doing one of their songs. One fucking Megadeth track I want to do, old school Megadeth, like the original Megadeth or the third album, So Far So Good, So What. Maybe In My Darkest Hour, I might want to cover Sanitarium from fucking Metallica's Master of Puppets album, or the one song off the first 4 LPs before they kind of crossed over from thrash to fucking just metal, power chords and shit, instead of speed metal and thrash. They kind of slowed down. And Slayer, maybe something off fucking Rain and Blood or South Ave. We'll see. We'll see what happens. and maybe a fucking Sex Pistols fucking Republic Enemy fucking or Wu-Tang fucking cover. Who knows? You get the okay from those people, and it's not easy. So that's why I'd rather just no fucking things at all. No samples at all. I haven't been using no samples on these beats, so I understand music theory. I understand chords. So it's not that hard making beats. I got to make sure a week later that I still love those beats. And the ones I made recently in the past couple months, I like them a week later. I like them a month later. I made like 50, 60 beats, and a week later I didn't like them. So I definitely took this album very, very seriously. So yeah, there's the plans, people. Everyone heard the plans. You heard them. It'll be out before spring, before it's warm around here anyways, on a regular basis. It'll be out. So not too far away, a month or 2 or 3 away, tops at the most, but it will be dope. It'll sound like Gravediggers fucking mixed with Gravediggers and fucking old school thrash, all in hardcore, horrorcore rap. MC in fucking in its purest form, and fucking no artificial ingredients, no fucking lactose, no fucking glutamine, no GMOs, no nothing, no artificial ingredients. Peace, people. See you tomorrow.